back again. My music's too loud. And today, as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about how to create a routine and how to stick to it. So, I've done a lot of research as well as a lot of testing things on my own, and I found that a routine is extremely important, and it makes such a big difference when it comes to raising children, or being in control of a household, or even being the helper in the household. So this live can be for anybody. I'm going to try to keep it short so people can come back on the replay. Let me know if you can hear me okay with the music in the background. How are you, Mr. Terry? Good morning. It's good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Like I said, I've just been studying. I've been praying and researching things. And this is just one of the things that has been placed on my heart to talk about. So I'm here to encourage you as I encourage myself. I hope that this day is going to be everything that you expected and more. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right into it. So when we think about a routine, we think about having a set schedule or a certain time of day for certain things as you carry on through your life. Thank you, Mr. Terry. I appreciate that. Routines can add a lot of value to our life, whether it be for time management or to be more productive. Um, Setting a routine can also lower stress levels, and they definitely leave me feeling accomplished, thinking about, what is the next thing that I can do, the next routine that I can set. So for those of you who don't know, it takes 21 days. Day when everybody else is live, it's a little more challenging. So um, we make the decision to get up early, even though one, we never woken up early before, and two, we're still in the habit of staying up until 1 or 2 a.m. watching YouTube or watching our favorite shows, right? I've been there. I have definitely been there. Sometimes the inspiration takes a hold on us to make us make promises to ourselves that we don't actually keep. And we might just not be ready keep those promises that we make to ourselves. So we want to be realistic. Think of a routine that could easily fit into our current lifestyle. If exercising every day is something you want to add to your routine, think about the kinds of exercises you enjoy, like walking or, doing something easy versus trying to go to the gym and lift heavy weights for 2 hours a day. So being realistic is the number one thing. Second thing is to plan it out. The more detailed your plan is, the more likely you are to stick to your routine. You need to think about every detail as to how you want it to be. Think about your new routine and ask yourself some questions like, what time will you do it? How long will you do it? What do you need to do it? If you need equipment, do you need someone to be there to assist you? What activities will you be doing before and after it? And so on and so forth. So write down that new routine. Figure out what time of day you want to do it, how long you want to do it. If it's exercising, what exercises will you do? Does it make sense for you to do it before or after your other work in the house or other activities that you normally do? You want to put it in its place where it should go. You want to be realistic and you want to add it to your day, not to overwhelm you, not to stress you, but just to add to your day. And you also want to think about what challenges you might face, because we have to remember that everything is not going to be perfect. And this is a routine that we're trying to build, and it's going to take 21 days. So we got to take it one day at a time, and we want to, try to be realistic with ourselves and actually understand that some things might go wrong. Everything's not going to be perfect. And I have a hard time sometimes remembering that, but it is very possible. If you set your expectations so high, you're going to only set yourself up for disappointment. You know, set your expectations to a minimum, not for other people, but for yourself, so that if you do maybe not be able to fulfill it, you don't disappoint yourself so much. Mr. Terry says a vision is what you want to achieve. Those are the steps you can take to achieve your vision. Oh, yeah. I like that. That's beautiful. Thank you. So if you say that you want to stop buying fast food so much and you want to cook more, do you have time in the evening to cook something that you would actually cook? How long do you need to actually prepare this meal? What kind of utensils will you need? Do you have those utensils in your kitchen? Will you be too tired after work to go to the grocery store? Be realistic with yourself. And would this routine be more likely to succeed um, if I had a delivery service versus trying to go to the store myself after work? Number 3 on our list of tips is to schedule it in your calendar. If you write down your new routine, then you're more likely to do it. That's with anything, goals, your plans, anything like that. Scheduling any activity into your calendar also means that time is unavailable for something else. So if you got your calendar and you write down, start my new routine or whatever that routine is, exercise for 30 minutes every day. I'm going to write that on every Nobody came out of the womb knowing everything and experienced the failure if you didn't learn anything from it. No, that's right. Hey, you're welcome. Before anybody else wakes up or, just to gather your thoughts, to get yourself together for the day. Like I said, maybe you need to go live first thing in the morning to beat anybody else going live later in the day. And then you get your message out and you feel good. You feel blessed and refreshed because you just got up out of bed and you got something to talk about. So I just think the mornings are just awesome, especially if you get enough sleep. Unless unless you're on a night routine and you're wanting to stay up later at night for some reason, maybe it's work or something like that. Otherwise, I think mornings are best. Um, like and share it on Facebook and my community page. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, the early bird gets the worm and it gives you more hours of the day. I know that's right. I sure feel that way too. Like no matter how I feel, I'm up at 5 o'clock. If not earlier, every day. And it's even more, just setting a routine, in, in, implementing, what is the word, in your routine. It's to caring for yourself. When I first get up in the morning, I hop in the shower. I gotta get that out the way. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I do that. I got my lotion, all that stuff. Just spend time with myself before I have to come over here and see what y'all doing on YouTube, or before I have to even wake up my oldest and get her going so she can go to school. So yeah. So another tip would be to, yeah, yep, absolutely. Me too. So the fourth thing that you want to do on my 11 tips of how to create a routine and stick to it, you want to link the new routine with something that you already mastered. Like if you have um, a solid, a solid past record of a certain routine or habit, use it to your advantage rather than pairing a habit with a time or a schedule. You link it with another activity. So while we just said that we can write it down and figure out, make sure we actually got enough time to do a new routine, if you link it with another routine, then it's going to be more effective to try to start a whole new habit in its own. For example, if you're trying to, uh, let's say, make meditation a routine, and you're wanting to stick to it, you can pair that with brushing your teeth. Okay, I'm just turning music off because, yeah. I went out and I purchased StreamYard, not thinking about the fact that my internet is probably not 100%. So, all right, so I got it turned up. I hope it's better. All right, so like I was saying, for example, if you want to meditate as your routine, you can, pair that with brushing your teeth. Brushing your teeth for most people, it's a solid habit. The people don't have any issues remembering. So you could make a rule for yourself that every time you brush your teeth, you have to meditate for 10 minutes. It just depends. That goes for any habit, any solid habit. If you match a habit you continuously do without thought to a new one, then it's going to be successful every time. Every time. Maybe you have a face care routine. You're going to link that with your brushing your teeth routine because you know you're going to go in there and brush your teeth every day and just, spend some time on your face too. So then another tip would be to find a way to keep track of your habits. If you keep track of your habits, it keeps you aware and it keeps you accountable. New habits can be tricky, especially when you're busy or when you forget a lot, like me. So make some sort of system where you can see if you're sticking to your routine. You gotta do this for yourself, and it might sound like a lot. Like I always say, it's my disclaimer. If it sounds like it's too much or it sounds like it's impossible, it's probably you, and it's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to encourage you while I encourage me. So just know that it is possible. You just got to believe in yourself. Um, make some sort of system, where you can see if you're sticking to your routine. Like I said, let's say if you're old soul like me and you draw a table that you can stick on your wall and physically um, pull that table off the wall, whenever you successfully stuck to your routine for that day, that table wouldn't even have to be back on the wall, right? Does that make sense? Probably not. It made sense to me when I was researching and taking my that's funny. If you draw a table that you can stick on the wall and you physically stick it on the wall, and every time you successfully complete your routine, you remove that table from the wall, then there's going to be no reason for that table anymore. It makes sense. Thank you, Mr. Terry. I appreciate you. Um, okay, so another tip will be to reduce temptation. Now, I know that it's hard to notice that you're being tempted, but watch out for temptation. They sneak up on you. It comes to a point where, you have to plan things out so that you know what's coming towards you. You know what's expected as much as you can. Um, this is where planning your new routine comes in. And also praying to your higher power. I try to implement that where I can because I feel like God is my higher power, but everybody has their own. And, with some type of guidance from your higher power as well, is going to help you get things in line in your life that you're trying to work on. You got to talk to Him just like you talk to me. God, I got some things I need to really get in control. I need to set these routines, but I just can't uh, seem to stay on routine. God, like, could you please help me? Like, what do I do? And He's gonna show you. You just got to be ready for it. So now that you've done all that, you want to focus on all the other temptations that make it hard for you to get on top of your routines, and you need to eliminate them. Like I know it's easier said than done, but it is possible, especially if you want a new version of you. Um, you just got to do some things. You got to make some changes. Nobody's going to do it for you. Like my mom always told me, mama ain't always going to be here. So it just, just putting on your big girl, big boy pants and just doing it. Eliminating those temptations, eliminating those distractions, whatever it could be. It was not about my kids, money, what business or God. I don't need to be involved. If you find that you want to wake up earlier instead of staying up late scrolling on YouTube, then do that. Maybe you need to remove YouTube from your device. Maybe you need to turn your phone off at a certain time so that you can get to bed, so that you can wake up early, so that you can get things done. Because it's already been proven that there's more time during the morning. Or maybe you need to buy yourself a new alarm so that your phone isn't the first thing that you have to look at. If you're trying to stop looking at YouTube or stop looking at your phone, get a little cheap alarm to put it on your nightstand. The one that's old school instead of that phone. So you don't even got to pick it up. I know how it is, phone, okay? So I can have the same set of notes on more than one device. Yeah, absolutely. Put your big girl drawers on. Drawers with an L. That's funny. Um, so ultimately, this tip just tells you that, reducing temptation is a crucial step to setting your routine and sticking to it. Any type of distraction is very important. And it's only up to you to make those things go away. So number 7, was I on number 7? Yeah. Number 7 would be to find an accountability partner. Sometimes it's hard to stick to something with only yourself involved. See if you can find someone to become your routine buddy. You never know. Like, oh, I need to get this basket of clothes folded, and I know that I got this basket. It's gonna be here in the floor from Tuesday to Friday if I don't get it up. So I'm gonna make myself a routine to uh to get on the phone or get on FaceTime with my girlfriend, and she gonna fold her clothes, and I'm gonna fold mine, and we're gonna get them done. That's more realistic. It can happen. You can, um, or if you're in the same vicinity or something, meet up with them in person. Say, come on over, sit with me and talk to me while I fold up these clothes. Or, you know, come on over, bring your laptop, bring your planner, do some work while I do some work. Like, let's talk. Let's get this done together. It's actually really motivating when another person is involved to keep you accountable. Very, very motivating. Especially when, that person is definitely going to keep you accountable. You want to make sure you got the right person. They want to be like, hey, it's Thursday. Did you fold those clothes yet? Or what are you waiting on? You want that type of person. Hey, good morning, dude. How are you? Driving? Okay. Thank you so much for stopping through. I really appreciate you. It's always good to see you. Mr. Perry says Temptations are more than a Motown singing group. I know that's right. The great Lord Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit is the best GPS of all time. And you know it. All right. So number 7 was to find an accountability partner. I have mine. Do you have yours? Y'all probably already know who my accountability partner is. So number 8 would be to think about your why and your why not. It always goes back to that. Why did you start? Why did you want to start? Um, why did you want to start implementing a routine in the first place? Why didn't this routine work for you in the past? It comes and again, this is just an example of it coming down to the detail. If you're really struggling to start a certain routine, you then probably should look deeper into it. Is it something that you actually really want to do? You need to think about whether it aligns with what you're doing already, with your goals, with your current period of life, with the seasons that you're in. You can't say that I'm going to set a routine to start exercising every morning for 30 minutes if you just, uh, if you just recently started a new medication and this medication is giving you a headache. Be realistic. Like you said, that was number one thing, to be realistic. I know that I'm not going to implement a new routine of trying to exercise, and I know I just started this new medication that gives me a headache. Then you're just setting yourself up for failure. If waking up early is clashing with you enjoying your night, staying up late or staying out, then reconsider your routine and make it make sense. Always good to see you as well. Hey Ken, good morning. Good to see you. So number 9 will be to plan your exception. If you know you'll need a break, plan a break. If this routine is something that you know you'll struggle to stick to, maybe during a holiday or around your birthday, something like that, that's okay. Just plan for it. Just plan for it. You to start this new routine around a different time of the year. This way, you take away from any guilt, that you might have for yourself for not sticking to your routine. And the most important thing is you'll always stay in control of when you do and when you don't stick to it. It's all on you. So make it make sense. Set it up where it should be set up and don't let it interfere with other things. Get those distractions out of the way. Some of the things we just don't need. We just think we need it because we're used to it. But if you just get rid of some things, you'll have more room for some other things. Hey, good morning, 1B, 1B. Good to see you. So just doing, being realistic with yourself, holding yourself accountable is just, it keeps your motivation levels high. It'll also kick your mind into gear and let your mind know, okay, it's time to get on routine. I got this routine. I was realistic about the time that I wanted to do this routine, and I started it, and I'm sticking to it. And motivate yourself first to get things done. Hey, sweet Ree, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. We are talking about routine. So number 10, another tip is preparation. So because preparation is key, you want to actually do all the things to set yourself up for success. We talked about being realistic. We talked about writing it down, making sure you had time for it, getting rid of those distractions, having an accountability partner, and all that stuff. Well, now you just got to actually do it. Now that you thought about all the details and you've written it all down in your calendar and everything, reduce the temptations and just do it. You're a routine person? Oh, that's good to know. That's really good to know. I was going to ask that as well. How many of you like routine? How many of you actually stick to routine? I had, I said that I had a routine before life happened, here. So I'm actually in the middle of trying to, recreate my routine that does not include my sister. So that's why I'm here, you know. I'm here to encourage you while I encourage me. I'm no better, you know. Y'all know that I'm organized, very, very organized, but my routine is not always spectacular. I'm just being honest. So maybe we can do this together. Um, what can you do to prepare your surroundings for your new routines? You can make sure that, um, let's just say you're going somewhere, pack your bag the night before. Put your guitar in a certain spot in the house because you know that you're gonna have guitar practice tomorrow, or whatever that might be. Just an example. Laying out your clothes so that you can just get up, take a shower, and put them on like that. All that is routine. All that is routine, and it makes us flow better. It makes us feel so successful. It makes us feel worry free when we have a routine set in place. Or maybe you need to set reminders on your phone for every single hour. Every hour, I got an alarm that goes off, and it just makes me just stop and just reevaluate. Like, okay, did I wash the dishes, or did I get the clothes started, or did I get the dinner started, or like that. That's just my own accountability. You can do it too. If you're exercising in the morning, why don't you have your gym clothes ready so that you can put them on when you wake up? Because after you're working out, you're gonna have to take a shower anyway. Well, you should. That's just those things. Like really putting things in perspective and planning things out for yourself is gonna make it so beneficial when you're trying to create a routine. Sweet Ree says that she's a routine person. 1B, you seem like a routine person as well. Miss V seems like a routine person as well. And I could be wrong, but you could just tell based on the person, I think. So the last tip is to stumble but not fall. Even though that I'm confident that that you're going to go out here, you're going to set these routines and you're going to stick to it, I'm confident for you. It's important to prepare yourself for a possible slip up. Sometimes we miss a day, we fall down the rabbit hole, we give up, we quit entirely. That's what happened to me. Life happened. I got totally unmotivated, y'all. I'm like, I'm not recording a video, I'm not going live, I'm not. And then I thought, you know, I need to figure this out. I can't just disappear, you know? And then there was the live-a-thon and you guys were counting on me, and then I had to support, and it just kind of made me get back into motion, you know? I didn't want to quit entirely. I'm like, I worked too hard to just quit. Like, what am I doing? But we're only human. We are incredibly busy. So don't forget to be kind to yourself too. Don't fall down the trap of letting the routine slip you by a week or a month or a year. Just get back into it. It might take you a couple days. Now, I'm not saying let the house get a hot mess for a couple days because it could be really ugly and a really long time to clean that up. But if you need a couple days, take a couple days so that you can come back even stronger. If you slip up one day, that's completely fine. Just make a mental note or a physical note in your calendar, in your notebook, because hey, mine is right here looking at me. Just make a note that, it's even more important for you to stick to it next time. On this day, I set this routine and it went well for about 2 weeks. And then here on this day, I slipped up and I forgot to take out the trash like I had been doing on my routine. And I'm going to write this stuff down so that I can look back over it because it takes 21 days to set a habit. So after those 21 days, I'm going to look back and I'm going to say, did I slip up? Did I slip up 3 or 4 days? If so, then I need to maybe restart my 21 days. And I'm holding myself accountable. I'm only here to please myself. So this is just a conversation that I'm having with myself. Okay. I hope it helps somebody. It's okay to slip up. Just get back to it. Like I always say, somebody needs you, somebody is counting on you, and that person could just be yourself. It should be yourself first. So it's okay to stumble, to fall. Oh, y'all leaving comments. I'm sorry, I'm just talking. So let me go over those tips real quick again. Number one was to be realistic. Number two was to plan it out. Number three, schedule it in your calendar. Number four, link it with another routine that you already do, like brushing your teeth. You want to meditate and you already brush your teeth every day, meditate for 10 minutes. Number five, again, was to find a way to keep track of your habits. Number six was to reduce temptation and distraction. Number seven, find an accountability partner. Number eight, think about your why or your why not. Number nine was to plan your exception. Number 10 was to prepare. Preparation is key. And number 11 was stumble, but don't fall. It's okay to fall off, but just get back up. Don't stay there. You're going to fall. If you trip and fall over a wet puddle, are you going to sit there on the floor and let everybody laugh and walk over you? Or are you going to get up and keep walking? You know, let me see. I'm sorry. I missed your comment here. Mr. Terry said, okay, he said, please read the Holy Bible. Yes. Sweet Reese says, yes, get your clothes out on Sunday for all week long is a good routine for about 30 years. Oh, yes, I know that's a good one. At some point, I was hanging up the outfits on the hangers, hanging them back in the closet, and I would take a piece of paper and I would write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the piece of paper, and I would tape the paper to the hanger. Look, I don't have enough time in the day to do that now, but yes, that's a good one. It's all about being disciplined, following your steps will get us there, tap tap. Oh, thank you. These are my steps. Okay, I am encouraging you. I encourage myself. Okay, you're very routine. I know. I can tell. Learn to be the shepherd of your life. Don't let someone else make you the sheep of your life. Yeah, you're the artist of your life. What colors are you going to put on the canvas? All right. These are some helpful tips. Thank you. Great job. Thank you. We fall down, but we get up. I know, right? Really. Plain. Yes. Get up. Hey, Heather. How are you? It's good to see you. 11 thumbs up. I appreciate you so much for that. Hey, Ben Miller. Steve, you are here. What's up? I like that read. That would help a lot. Yes. A whole lot. That is, yes. That is proven. Um, Great morning to all here. And Tamm Fam, thank you for bringing us together. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for being here. As always, you could be anywhere else, but you're here with me. I'm always thankful. Yeah, I've been here for about 40 minutes just talking. I'm going to try to keep it short for those to come back on the replay. I appreciate you being here live in the chat with me, encouraging me, keeping me motivated, and sharing your stories with me. I can't wait to do this again, y'all. I pray that your day is blessed. Do something that you love, that you enjoy. Take a risk. You might surprise yourself. Stay encouraged. Write down your goals in your blue book with your blue pen. Taking them off a little bit at a time because slow and steady wins the race. That's it. That's all. As always, remember, be true to yourself because if you can't be true to yourself, you can't be true to nobody else. Bye bye. I'll see you guys later today. I appreciate you.